Late night for you and the political team.
It was biggest night of the political year, and it was certainly a Super Tuesday for Joe Biden. No question about that. He rode a fast-breaking wave to score a primary comeback beyond any that has come before. The former vice president swept the South, surprised in the North, put himself back on top of this race.
Yeah, take a look at the overall delegate count now. Some of the results are still coming in. Bernie Sanders not far behind Joe Biden. The two other major candidates, Mike Bloomberg and Elizabeth Warren, facing disappointing nights.
The turnout huge last night. Want to take a look at these lines in Texas and also in California. Biden and Sanders now the clear front runners, as we're saying, bracing themselves for a long, hard battle that could go all the way to the convention. Mary Bruce is here in the studio with us and starts us off with the latest. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Robin. Well, this was just a remarkable upset that just a week ago no one saw coming. Joe Biden last night was propelled by African-American voters and a wave of establishment support from the Democratic Party. And this morning, Joe Biden is back from the brink, and this race has a new frontrunner.
They don't call Super Tuesday for nothing.
The night belonged to Joe Biden.
For those who've been knocked down, counted out, left behind, this is your campaign.
The former vice president with a massive comeback on the biggest night of the primary so far.
And we're told, well, when you got to Super Tuesday, it'd be over. So I'm here to report, we are very much alive.
Fueled by key last-minute endorsements from his former opponents and last-minute support from voters who say they made their decision in just the last few days.
We won Minnesota because of Amy Klobuchar.
Biden capturing 9 of the 15 contests and gaining more than 300 delegates. Surprise wins in Massachusetts, Minnesota, and Texas, where strong support from black voters helped him edge out Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders and complete a sweep of the South. This morning, it's now a two-man race. Sanders making big gains in California, propelled by large portions of the Hispanic vote. Also winning Utah, Colorado, and his home state of Vermont.
But tonight, I tell you with absolute confidence, we are going to win the Democratic nomination.
And he's already sharpening his attacks against Biden.
One of us in this race led the opposition to the war in Iraq. You're looking at him. Another candidate voted for the war in Iraq.
Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren's campaign is struggling after she failed to win a single state, even her own. Before results were tallied, Warren promised to stay in the fight, urging voters to ignore the pundits.
Cast a vote from your heart and vote for the person you think will make the best president of the United States of America.
For former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg, it was also a disappointing night. He went all in on these states, pouring over $230 million into Super Tuesday alone, but coming away with just a few delegates to show for it. The Bloomberg camp says it will make an assessment about what comes next, but he's still swinging at the president.
I know you're not used to seeing a New Yorker in southern Florida in late winter. But unlike the president, I didn't come here to golf.
Now, with Biden resurgent, the Trump campaign took quick aim, saying Biden is, quote, just as terrible a candidate right now as he was a few days ago, and accusing Democrats of ganging up on Sanders to deny him wins.